God forbid if APC win 2023 presidential election, this country go break Skata. Obaseki na him talk this one. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on Monday for Benin City don formally inaugurate the State Campaign Management Council.
I hereby now formally inaugurate the members of our Election Management Committee for the 2023 elections. So, by this action, I hereby formally now inaugurate each and every one of you here present and those not present as members of the Edo State Elections Management Committee. Congratulations.
Obaseki when talks here Edo State and People's Democratic Party don ready gidigba to rescue and rebuild Naija. Konsti talk say All Progressives Congress APC don destroy the country patapata, and if APC continue win 2023 election, Naija go break up. Obaseki Konsti and the campaign council make them begin work sharply as this one go help them arrange and win the 2023 general elections.
Edo is Edo. We are ready to do the work. We are ready to help rescue Nigeria. But once we finish the task of rescuing Nigeria, we will not accept to be left behind again. I have just come in from Orion now. I passed through Abudu. I saw a federal government project being funded by the Korean government. The grant, as usual, they have abandoned it, and we're going to make trouble. So we say this kind of things will not happen with us going forward. That is why we are all going to put in everything we have to make sure that PDP wins the presidential elections and majority of the National Assembly seats in the next elections, so that it's a PDP government and we don't have anybody to blame. This election, as you all know, is going to be a different election because, as God will have it, when myself and my deputy ran and you all went around with us, we set a new order for elections in Nigeria. That has become the new template for elections, the way elections are conducted, which is now really bottom up, not top down. The other addition which Edo has come up with, and we can see this clearly, is that this election really is a risk. The risk bearers in this election are the candidates. They are the greatest risk bearers. So the elections will be woven around them. The key is that the election of the 23rd of February will not be determined that day, to be determined by what we do between now and then. I believe that this will be an easy election for us if we campaign right. Because honestly, we must be. Our heads should be examined as citizens of Nigeria if we even contemplate voting for a government like APC. In fact, like I said, God forbid APC comes into power. This country will break up. This country will fail. It has already failed because, nobody has done the kind of damage the APC government has done to this country. I don't know how we will recover. I honestly don't. For us, my heart is beating that by the time President Atiku gets in, we will not be able to sleep more day and night. As I speak to you today, the debt of this country, of our country, is going to 60 trillion. When are we going to get out of it? Every day, every month, they're printing. When I spoke more than a year ago, I did not know it was as bad as this. What they have done, what will happen to the Naira, only God will help us. They have destroyed the basis of this country. Now they are shouting, everybody has withdrawn children from school. Nobody's going to work or school in Abuja today because there's a threat. That is what they have done. They have threatened the existence of this country. And by the grace of God, our candidate will win. Amen. We will bring back to Nigeria. We will unify this country. We will reduce the differences we have. And we'll begin to build our country to what God said we should be.
They can still beg the candidate make them start to do their work, sake of say government and campaign council no go do their work for them.
Let us not get distracted anymore. Let us just keep our eyes on the ball and move. We have to determine the number of votes we want to deliver in our units, in our wards, in our local governments, so that we know how many votes we need to give to our president and vice president. We have the infrastructure to deliver these elections. It is going to be a very technical one, but we have the experience. We did it in Edo, we did it in Osun. We know what to do. I trust all of you, because we worked with all of you. Because it's like we are going to war, we will not take chances. It's only those we know can do what is required in the battlefield that we will put there. Those we are not sure of, they will go to auxiliary and support from the back. Is it clear? We are not taking any chances. So from tomorrow, you will see me reeling out some series of measures. This is all to secure our election next year. As for our candidates, you are the ones whose names are at stake. We are not going to do your work for you. You have to be in front, and the party and the campaign team will support you. Is that clear? Not that the one will be waking you up, so and so is happening in your constituency. It cannot happen. There is no sleeping again until that election night. What we must do is, in our mind, strategically, let everybody know it's the umbrella. We will lay out our strategies. But please, 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 candidates, this is your election. We are not the ones that should be pursuing you. You should be pursuing the campaign committee.
Chairman for the campaign council, Chief Osaroida, come talk say them go do their best for the work where they give them. Because they beg the government, make them allow them create subcommittees for people when no happy say them no dey part of the campaign council, and make the government provide all the ogbonge materials when them need to help them do their work well.
I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for finding us worthy to serve in this campaign council. Like you said, none of us is a neophyte in this business. And we want to assure you that we'll commit our all to delivering the mandate. We've listened to your charge, and we are going to comply to every word. I personally took some notes that we see us go through. I want to make an appeal right from now that you ship grants for us to set up a subcommittee for those you mentioned just now who are aggrieved. We still want to reach out to them. And I want to plead that the party allows the sort of a small committee to reach out to such persons so as to bring us, because winning is not our problem, but we want massive votes for the state, a massive election. Looking at this environment, I agree that the logistics are valuable. We will still require the party to do more for us so that we can hit the ground running to ensure that we live up to the mandate and the charges that you just gave to us.
The state's campaign management council, when them swear in, include Chairman for the council, Chief Osaroida, Deputy Director of Media and Publicity, Chris Naekari, Deputy Director of Field Operations, Timothy Osadolo, Deputy Director Election Management, Honorable Henry Duke, Deputy Director Research and Strategy, Dr. Azaya Osifo, Finance Director, Prince Joe Okoje, Deputy Director Volunteer Groups, Susan Odikpe, Deputy Director Security, General Arende, and others. Omo Aluke Ajakaye, TMC TV News. Don't forget your PVC na be your power. Not say I'm giving a politician an election day.